Hello everyone, it is me again, Teacher Elicano. It is another great day for a great discussion about a great lesson. Today, we will talk about a very great and interesting lesson that is all about social interaction, interpersonal relation, and communication in the learning process. So first, we will talk about social interaction, of course. What is social interaction? It is an event that occurs between two or more individuals, and it occurs every day and can occur without us knowing. We all know that social interaction is the art of socializing and interacting with other people. And the simplest example of social interaction is having a conversation to, with someone, talking to someone. Of course, it occurs every day because we humans are social creatures. We socialize every day and we talk to each other every day, right? So, it happens every day, it occurs every day. And also, there are times that we don't realize that we are already interacting with someone. For example, you are walking in the street and you meet someone you know or your friend. Then he smiles at you and then you smiles back. So it is considered a social interaction because there is a response. You respond to his smile by smiling back. So in that case, both parties may don't realize that they are already interacting with each other with the use of their facial expression. So that is the example of social interaction can occur without us knowing. There are many types of social interaction, but according to Arvin Goffman, there are 5 types of social interaction, namely exchange, competition, cooperation, conflict, and coercion. So, to make it simple, the types of social interaction are the E and the 4 C's. E stands for exchange, and the 4 C's stands for competition, cooperation, conflict, and coercion. So, we will move on to the first type of social interaction, that is exchange. But before I will going to discuss about the first type of social interaction, that is exchange, I will let you figure out yourself what is the description of exchange. So one of these description is wrong and one of these description belongs to exchange. So you can guess which description belongs to exchange. Okay, very good. You guessed it right. Exchange is perhaps the most common type of social interaction. In this form, information is transferred between the parties involved. In other words, it is a social process whereby social behavior is exchanged for a reward. To make it simple, exchange is a type of social interaction where both parties can gain something that can benefit them, whether they expect it or not. For example, I am having a discussion as a teacher with you, my students. What do you think is the reward that students can gain from listening attentively to me? Yes, very good. The students can gain, of course, new knowledge. They can gain new knowledge and they can benefit from that knowledge, right? Whereas me as the teacher can gain respect from you, my students, as my reward or benefit. I don't expect that though, but I still gain respect from some students. Like, mo na ang ubang students nga idol gyud na nako si Sir O, kay daghan kay kog makatunan inagleksyon niya. And that's a sign of respect. That's a sign of respect when someone idolize you as a teacher, because when you do a discussion, they learn a lot of new knowledge. So that is exchange where both parties can gain a reward. So now we will talk about competition. It is very familiar. I know that you already have a schema about competition. So like the exchange, I will let you guess the description of competition by guessing these two descriptions that I give. Yes, very good. You guessed it right. Competition is a process by which two or more people attempt to achieve a goal that only one can attain. It is very understandable, right? We all know what competition is. For example, the teacher gives the students a group activity that requires them to present a role play, and the one who will have the best presentation will be exempted in the exam. Therefore, all groups will surely attempt to have the best presentation to be exempted in the exam. But only one group can have the best presentation, right? So that is considered as competition. Kay tanang groups nag-aiman sila nga sila ang makakuha sa exemption sa exam by having the best presentation. So that is competition. Compete sila sa other groups ug i-prove nila nga mas better sila in groups. That is competition. So now I will talk about the next type of social interaction, that is cooperation, the opposite of competition. Cooperation is the process in which people work together to achieve shared goals. It is a social process which new groups cannot complete its task or achieve its goals without cooperation from its members. So, it is literally the opposite of competition. And it is also called teamwork, where the members of the groups do a task with the cooperation of each other. For example, we'll go back to our example earlier, that is the group activity, where the students are required to present a role play, and the one who will present the best presentation will be exempted in the exam. So each group will attempt to be the best presenters, but all groups can have even good presentation if they don't have a teamwork. So even one group can't have a good presentation kung walay teamwork or walay cooperation sa ilang members. So ang maka-achieve ra or ang makabuhat ra sa best presentation ug ang ma-exempted sa exam, mao ra to ang group nga naay cooperation sa iyang members. Yes, correct. And that is cooperation. So we'll talk about the next type, that is conflict. So what is conflict? Conflict happens when there is disagreement or dissent on certain points among group members. So it is simply an argument, but it focuses on an argument that happens inside or among the group or association. It means if some of the members of the group have a disagreement and turns into an argument, then it is conflict. So, mora na itong timanan. Ang conflict, sa types of social interaction, muna siya ang disagreement or an argument nga sa sudra sa group or association mahitabo, that is conflict. And now we will talk about the last type of social interaction, that is coercion. So what is coercion? Coercion is the process for persuading someone to do something or to cooperate using threat, force, or intimidation. So it is very understandable. For example, you are forced by your classmate nga pasundugon siya sa exam. Unya di man good ka mosugot, pero gingnan ka niya basta di ka pasundog. Bantay lang ka inagawa sa gate. Di nagpasundog na lang ka kay nahadlok man ka. So that is example of coercion. Kay gipersuade man kaniya nga kanang pasundugon siya through or with the use of threat. Yes, that is coercion. So the simplest example of coercion is blackmailing. Naapoy kanang pag-blackmail ba kanang mugamit. For example, naa kay nahibaw-an nga secrets sa imong classmate, unya imo na siyang gamiton para magbuhat sa mga butang nga imong gusto bisag di niya ganahang buhaton. For example, mana ka nga librihe ko bi kay bar ba ko nga kuan kay bar ba kong inana ingnon gyud ako sila. So mapugos na lang og libre imong classmate nimo kay imo man siyang gi-blackmail. So that is coercion. That is the social interaction, the art of socializing and interacting with other people and its types, the E and the 4 C's. So now we will talk about the interpersonal relationship. So what is interpersonal relation? It is a close association between individuals who share common interests and goals. Is called interpersonal relationship. So it is very understandable from the word interpersonal. It is involving other people, dili kay relationship ra sa imong kaugalingon. So it involves other people, and that is interpersonal relationship. So there are 5 types of interpersonal relationship, namely friendship, love, platonic relationship, family relationship, and work relationship. So the first type, friendship. I know that all of us have friends everywhere, in our hometown, in our school, and etc. So what is friendship? Friendship is an unconditional interpersonal relationship where individuals enter into their own will and choice, and there are no formalities, and individuals enjoy each other's presence. So we all know that we make friends with our own will and choice. We are not forced or told by others to make friends, right? Makig-amigo gyud ta, amiga, kay gusto nato or ganahan ta ang tawhana. Dili kay gisugo ta sa uban para makig-amigo. So that is friendship, and there are no formalities. It means in friendship, there are no certain standards and rules that you need to follow strictly. Wala gyud mga traits nga dapat nimo buhaton or dapat nimo mahimo para makig-friend ka. So in friendship, there are no formalities, and individuals enjoy each other's presence. So we all know that if we're with our friends, we enjoy each other's presence. That is friendship. It is very familiar and understandable. So we will move on to the next type. That is also very familiar. Love. Love. So I know that almost or most of us experience love already. So love is an interpersonal relationship characterized by passion, intimacy, trust, and respect. So if friendship don't have formalities, the love is somewhat opposite to friendship, because you can call a relationship love if there is no passion, intimacy, trust, and respect. So kung sa friendship wala siya nag-need og formalities or standards or traits nga dapat nimo buhaton, sa love dapat na kay passion, intimacy, trust, and respect. Yes. Individuals in a romantic relationship are deeply attached to each other and share a special bond, of course. We all know that in love or in a romantic relationship, there is a special bond. So it is very understandable kayong topic and very familiar. So the next one, or the next type of interpersonal relationship, that is platonic relationship. So what is platonic? Kani mo oy dili kayo familiar nga type sa interpersonal relationship. So I will let you figure out kung unsa ang description sa platonic relationship. One of these description is wrong and one of these description belongs to platonic relationship. Okay? To check if you guess it right, we'll move on to the next slide. Yes, very good. You guessed it right. Platonic relationship are close friendships without romantic or sexual features. They are the people you trust the most and the ones you know care about you. So, to make it simple, platonic are the relationships that are more than just friends. So, close mo kaayo nga, more than just friends na mo, mura na mo lovers. It may have a special bond like love, or it may have passion, intimacy, trust, and respect. So, mura na gid siya love kay di pareha sa friendship nga walay formalities. Ang platonic relationship may have intimacy, trust, and respect. So, mura siya love. But ang kalahian, there is no romantic or sexual features. So, ang kalahian ra sa platonic relationship ug love kay walay romantic or sexual features sa platonic. Ang example ani nga type of relationship is your GBF or BBF, girl best friend or boy best friend. Kanang close nimo kaayo nga friend bang mura na mo gyud mo uyab pero walay romantic og sexual features. That is platonic relationship. And now the last type of interpersonal relationships. Oh no, it's not the last type. It's the second to the last. Family. Wow. Family relationship are individuals that is related by blood or marriage. So, when we say related by blood, it is your father, mother, your biological father and mother, your brothers and sisters. So, in another hands, when you say related by marriage, it is your sister-in-law, brother-in-law, father-in-law, mother-in-law. Muna siya ang related by marriage. For example, you are married with someone and his family or her family is considered your family related by marriage. So, that is family relationship, very understandable. And the last type of interpersonal relationship, work relationship, very familiar. Work relationship, also called professional relationship, are individuals working together for the same organization. In short, it is when you develop relationship to others because you are in the same occupation or work. Very understandable, right? For example, faculty teachers. Teachers that build relationships or bond to other teachers because they are teaching in the same school is an example of work relationship. Very understandable, right? Kanang magka-friends mo or magkaila mo tungod kay pareha mong trabaho, that is work relationship. That's all for this video. We will talk about communication in my next video. Social interaction, again, is the art of socializing and interacting with others. And there are 5 types of social interaction based on Erving Goffman. That is the E and the 4 C's. A stands for exchange. The 4 C's stands for competition, cooperation, conflict, and coercion. And interpersonal relationship, it is a relationship involving other people. And there are also 5 types of interpersonal relationship, that is friendship, love, platonic, family, and work relationship. So that's all for today. I hope you gained some great new knowledge. Don't have a good day, have a great day instead. Goodbye.